War of the 2000s. America in the open. Oh, there's a problem. World coming to. But how many of us really have a clear sense as to whether the world of today is a more or less violent place than the world of yesterday? Well, I asked a number of people, which was more lethal, tribal warfare or 20th century warfare? Medieval England or modern England? War in the 1950s or war in the 2000s? America in the 1970s or America in the 2000s? Now, in every case, people guessed that the period closer to the present was the more violent period, anywhere from about 15% more violent to almost 4 times. In fact, the past was more violent than the present in every case, and by a lot. Contrary to popular opinion, violence has been in decline for long stretches of time, and today we are probably living in the most peaceful time in our species' existence. I'm going to try to convince you of this astonishing fact by reviewing 6 major declines of violence, their immediate causes in terms of the preceding history, and their ultimate causes in terms of human psychology. I'm going to start with a decline of violence that I call the pacification process. Until 5,000 years ago, humans lived in a state of anarchy without central government. What was life like in a state of nature? This is an ancient question. Jean-Jacques Rousseau famously said that nothing can be more gentle than man in his primitive state. And Thomas Hobbes, equally famously, said that the life of man in a state of nature is solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. This shows the rate of death in warfare. In a number of pre-state societies, the average is about 500 war deaths per 100,000 people per year. And the small black bars correspond to the most violent countries in the most violent periods of history in the modern